Baba is comforter of heart. I need to keep my heart very clean, honest. Have all pure feelings. A kind heart, a generous heart, heart full of love for Baba. Baba with his rays of light, rays of power. Heals my heart. The heart is healed. Baba makes it strong. Take drishti from Baba. So that his rays can reach the heart. And I could feel Baba's love. Baba's powers. And also Baba gives me courage. Courage to follow Baba.
और रोज सवेरे सवेरे बाप दादा स्वमान की स्मृति दिलाते, स्वमान में स्थित कराते। अगर रोज भी एक नए दिन नया स्वमान स्मृति में रखो तो स्वमान के आगे देखभाल ऐसे भाग जाता जैसे रोशनी के आगे अंधकार भाग जाता। न समय लगता न मेहनत लगती। वास्तव में अगर एक स्वमान मास्टर सर्वशक्तिवान का भी याद हो तो मेहनत और आगे बढ़ जाते हो तो लौटने की मेहनत करनी पड़ती। बाप दादा सदा अपने सने और सहयोग की गोदी में बिठा कर मंजिल पर ले जाए। गोदी में बैठकर मंजिल पर पहुंचने में मुश्किल क्या है? मुश्किल क्यों होता है? स्नेह और सहयोग की गोदी से निकल कभी और आकर्षण खींचती है तो चक्कर लगाने निकल जाते हो, थक भी जाते हो, फिर मेहनत भी महसूस करते हो।
Om Shanti. According to the closeness of time, become an Avyakti angel. All of this belongs to the Father. Nothing is mine. Now that you belong to the Father and have made everything of yours belong to the Father, you have become angels of light anyway. For this, simply remember one thing. All of this belongs to the Father. Nothing is mine. Where there is the consciousness of mine, say that it is yours, and you will not feel any burden. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today's day 5. According to the closeness of the time, become an Avyakti angel. Today's topic: all of this belongs to the Father. Nothing is mine. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Shanti, everyone. Okay, well, that's good. Every word which Baba speaks for us is giving us and creating the awareness of self-respect. Because the ego or lack of self-respect, because of the body consciousness, has become very, very natural. But now Baba wants us to change that awareness and the body consciousness into our self-respect. So beautiful when Baba says, have the awareness of Master Almighty. Just imagine that the power which you will get, and everything actually in the world today works with the power. Every little thing. And that power depends on our connection. Recently, Baba said very nicely Your connection is directly with Baba. You have direct line. And it's true because we have to remain very clear and strong to keep our direct connection. There are a lot of things will be happening around us, but not getting involved or influenced, and just follow Father. Baba is almighty. How is Baba functioning? I have to follow Father. So then we don't lose the path. Second aspect, which is very important, Baba said that you have a lap, God's lap of love and cooperation. As much I am in the awareness of Baba's love, remain in Baba's love, remain merged in Baba's love. As much we do that, we feel Baba's cooperation. So it's a very beautiful and a powerful awareness that I have to move on and to reach my destination. I am in the lap of God's love and cooperation. And it's so interesting when there is God's love, then automatically there is love and cooperation amongst us with each other. Because love is a big power and cooperation is a big need. Even in the body, if we have two hands, we try to lift with one hand something and we find that it's very, very heavy. Automatically, the other hand will lift and try to help, try to cooperate, try to hold. So whole system in the world is meant to be operating with love and cooperation. And these are universal values. It is only you will find with children, if they don't receive what they want, they sulk. And because they sulk, they become very non-cooperative. Even if it's the cooperation which they are receiving for their own self, they don't want to get it. They resist it. So same is deeply within. Sometimes some kind of stubbornness creates that non-cooperative attitude. So it's very, very good not to have nature of non-loving and non-cooperative. It does happen, and that becomes a big obstacle for the self and big obstacle in Baba's service. Whether that cooperation is through thoughts, words, or any different way. I like it, the lap of love and cooperation. A big signal which we get for our homework today is just have the thought that I belong to Baba and everything belongs to Baba. I belong to Baba and everything belongs to Baba. That means what? There are many people, many Baba's children, they have everything and they say or think everything belongs to Baba. But then when it's impractical, then that means when I am using them, I have to remember this is Baba's. There will be many benefits. One of the benefit will be that if it is Baba's, I cannot waste it. I have to get Srimad to use it. And I have to be trustee for it. A trustee even is the trustee of unlimited wealth, still cannot use in his own way. No, there has to be permission for that. This can especially work when it comes to your mind. We keep thinking in our own way, in our own feelings. That's not the mind which belongs to Baba. Right? Then mind belongs to Baba. Then I cannot think waste, right? Then it will be burdened. That means you're not trustee of the mind. Brahma Baba start working right from the foundation. And that foundation was that I belong to Baba and everything belongs to Baba. So then he started with the mind and intellect. And then of course body, relationships, all the resources. But the first thought is Baba's. That means he never allowed any weak thoughts. Never. He never lost courage. He never lost love. He never lost enthusiasm. I think we should experiment with that. Because if mind is powerful, it will help body, it will help everything. Because it's the mind which becomes weak. And then when we have wasteful thoughts, we lose everything in a way. Doesn't take long. It could be within 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And that is why when Baba says, maintain faith. So that it is not lost, right? There are some souls, they do things which are not right. Yes, but we have to be careful not to be affected. Because it's the karmas, no? The part. And that time just become detached observer. So when you will observe your thinking, not only observe, but create and increase all the virtues, all the powers within the thoughts. It will work as magic, miracle, and you will feel impractical. That is Baba who is giving us the powers. So I'm really more fascinated by thinking about being trustee of your own mind. And then also a good practice to have pure, elevated thoughts. Everything begins with the thought, and everything can end with the thoughts. Begin in the sense you start thinking. And end of thoughts means that you finally have the thoughts. Now, angel, one of the important quality of angel is lightness, very light. Anything from the past for anyone, anything for anyone makes us heavy. Because we are carrying in a subtle way. And when you are carrying something, you are not light. So immediately say, Baba, this belongs to you. All are your children. So how do we totally surrender that I don't carry anything, but is simple with the thoughts that everything belongs to Baba. Now when it comes to thoughts, then there is time. I was saying, if you want to be constant server, then you have to serve through the thoughts. You cannot talk all day, right? You cannot do anything physically all day. So in between, when there is time, it's only serving through thoughts, right? So serving through the words is limited. Serving through other resources, everything is limited. Only unlimited services through the thoughts. And anyway, Baba is saying these days, service of the mind, do more and more. So Baba is saying, whenever you find your energy is low or you are heavy, instantly think of Baba. Think of your self-respect. And when you think of Baba, not only heaviness will disappear, but your lightness will be like your angelic form. I think it's good to experiment and see today. Many things do happen which we could carry. And when we carry, then we become heavy. Baba said, when soul is tired or heavy, then you really have to work hard. And when you work hard, then again you are tired. Simple practice to change mine into yours. And that also keeping in mind everything I have, it belongs to Baba. So that's today's homework. Om Shanti. Om Shanti, everyone. Om Shanti.
According to the closeness of time, become an Avyakti angel. All of this belongs to the Father. Nothing is mine. Now that you belong to the Father and have made everything of yours belong to the Father, you have become angels of light anyway. For this, simply remember one thing. All of this belongs to the Father. Nothing is mine. Where there is the consciousness of mine, say that it is yours, and you will not feel any burden. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Avyakti Parivar. So tomorrow is Thursday. And our schedule will be from Amritula 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Thursday we will have Sakar Murli in English from 5 to 6 p.m. Then we'll have meditation, Hindi series, and book offering, English series, and Avyakti journey. Shanti. Now let's start Avyakti journey. Welcome to Avyakti journey. Avyakt Murlis from 1969, inspiring us to change from Brahmin to angel.
Om Shanti. 24 January 1970. The main business of Brahmins is to surrender the self and inspire others to surrender. In order to fulfill the aim that you have kept, you also have to fill yourself with such qualities. How far will you go if you're slack in trying? If you use the word trying, then, whilst trying, you will get left behind. Your aim should be that you must do it. To use the word trying is a weakness. In order to finish this weakness, finish the word trying. There is victory in having faith. If there are doubts, power is reduced. If you have faith in the intellect, you will also receive cooperation from everyone. When you have to carry out a task, you must always think, no one can do it without me. And then there will be success. So from today, finish the word trying. I am a Shiv Shakti. Shiv Shaktis are able to perform all tasks. Shaktis are portrayed riding a lion. If any type of Maya comes in the form of a lion, don't be afraid. A Shiv Shakti can never be defeated. There is no time left anyway. If you change yourself before the time, you will receive 100,000-fold return of one. You have to change anyway, so why not change in this way? Do you remember that you claimed your inheritance in the previous cycle as well? If you consider yourself to be old, when the memory of the previous cycle returns, effort becomes easy. Because there is the faith of having claimed the inheritance in the previous cycle, you will not let go until you do so again. The memory of the previous cycle brings you power. If you consider yourself to be new, There will be weak thoughts. Will I be able to do this or not? With the consciousness, I am from the previous cycle, there will be power. You must always make yourself courageous. You must never lose courage. When you have courage, you receive help. We are the children of the Father, the Almighty Authority. To remember the Father is in itself a courage. Is it easy or difficult to remember Baba? It becomes easy when you make it easy. This is my task. This is my duty. When the question of how you can do it arises, it becomes difficult. Don't allow weak thoughts to remain in you. If weak thoughts arise in the mind, finish them there and become powerful. If you still keep trying, when will you experience the Avyakti attraction? As long as you are trying, you cannot develop the Avyakti attraction in yourself. That language is weakness. The children of the Father, the Almighty Authority, cannot speak that. Their thoughts, words, everything are those of faith. You have to create such a stage. Always check. Is the foundation of your thoughts powerful? The speciality of someone who makes intense effort is that his thoughts, words, and deeds, all three are equal. If your thoughts are elevated, but your deeds weak, you cannot be called an intense effort maker. The two should be equal. You should always understand that when Maya sometimes comes to show her form, she is actually coming to take leave for all time. However, instead of bidding her farewell, you invite her in. If you're always with Shiv Baba, if you're never separated from him, then what can anyone do? When someone is busy, a third person will not disturb him. The busy person would put up a sign so that no one would come to disturb him. You can also put up such a sign that Maya goes away. She would not have a place to visit. When a seat is empty, someone will come and sit there. It is very easy for you mothers. You simply have to remember the Father. That's all. By remembering the Father, the knowledge automatically emerges. Those who remember the Father receive his help in every task. Remembrance has so much power that by keeping the experiences you have here in your awareness, they become imperishable. Constantly keep the awareness in your intellect that you're residents of the Supreme Abode, that you have come here for a particular task, and that you have to return home again. The busier you keep your intellect in these things, the less it will wander around. You have to relate knowledge to others tactfully. By giving them direct knowledge, they will become afraid. First of all, pull them with God's love. Bodily beings want wealth, whereas the Father wants the mind. So let the mind be focused where it has to be. Let it not go anywhere else. To stay in a Yog-Yukt and Avyakt stage, while speaking a few words, is equivalent to giving a lecture. You can relate the essence of an hour's lecture in just a few words. Do you experience yourselves to be moving forward day by day? Don't think that you still have time and that you will be able to make effort later. You have to attain completion before time and attain the experience of this stage. If you experience this stage when the time comes, then your stage will also change when the time changes. When the time finishes, the experience of the Avyakti stage will also change, and another part will come. Therefore, you have to experience the Avyakti stage in advance. Kumaris run faster, and so go fast in this godly race too. Only those who are going to come first will come close to the one who comes first. The corporeal one came first, did he not? So, you have to keep a high aim. The aim is to become complete, and so you also have to make complete effort. For only then will you receive the perfect status. Complete effort means to make yourself complete in all matters. This is not a big thing. Is it difficult to remember someone after you know him? To know means to have knowledge. If that knowledge is not in the form of light and might, then of what use is that knowledge? That would not be called knowing. Here, knowing and doing are the same. Elsewhere, there is a difference between knowing and doing. Knowledge is something that enables that form to be created. What form would godly knowledge create? That of the godly stage. So, why would those who take godly knowledge not adopt the godly form? Theory is something else, and to know, that is, to imbibe in the intellect, is something else. By imbibing, it automatically comes into action. Dharana means to merge that aspect into your intellect. When it is merged in the intellect, then the physical organs perform actions according to the directions of the intellect. We are the children of the knowledgeful Father, and we have to move along, considering ourselves to have the light and might of godly knowledge within us. Simply to listen to knowledge is something else. You must not just listen to it, but merge it in you. To eat food is one thing, but to digest it is something else. You won't feel energized simply by eating, but when it is digested, energy comes. It is only when you digest the food you have eaten that the strength is created. Is it possible that being the children of the Almighty Authority Father, you cannot do anything? If so, you would bring disgrace to the Father's name. Always have the aim of having to perform such actions that you demonstrate being an example. Do not remain waiting in anticipation, but become an example. The Father became an example, did he not? Acha, Om Shanti. according to the closeness of time. Become an Avyakti angel. All of this belongs to the Father. Nothing is mine. Now that you belong to the Father and have made everything of yours belong to the Father, you have become angels of light anyway. For this, simply remember one thing. All of this belongs to the Father. Nothing is mine. Where there is the consciousness of mine, say that it is yours, and you will not feel any burden.
समय की समीपता प्रमाण अव्यक्त फरिश्ता बनो। यह सब बाप का है, मेरा कुछ नहीं। जबकि बाप के बन गए और सब कुछ मेरा सो तेरा कर दिया, तो हल्के फरिश्ते हो ही गए। इसके लिए सिर्फ एक ही शब्द याद रखो कि यह सब बाप का है, मेरा कुछ नहीं। जहाँ मेरा आए वहाँ तेरा कह दो, फिर कोई बोझ नहीं फील होगा। ओम शांति।